Hi, this is Chef Rashad. Today's recipe is going to be marshmallows. You'll be able to find the amounts of ingredients you need in the bottom of the video. Okay, for this process you will need a stand mixer. There's really no way around it. You're going to need a half a cup of cold water. Now you're going to need exactly 2 envelopes of unflavored gelatin. And what we're going to do is we're going to blend the gelatin. So when you put the gelatin into the cold water, you have to continue to move your hand around and sprinkle it on top of the water. If you don't do that, your gelatin will not bloom properly. Now you're going to allow this to sit for 5 minutes. Okay, so in the pot, I have here 3/4 of a cup of sugar, about a pinch of salt, and that's 1/8 of a teaspoon, which is 1/4 teaspoon and half. It's a very small amount of salt. And it's regular salt, not kosher salt. Now I'm adding 1/4 cup of corn syrup, and this is light corn syrup. And finally, 1/4 cup of water. So now turn the heat on high for a few moments, and then we're going to turn the heat to about medium. And I have a candy thermometer here. And we need to watch it until it hits 240 degrees. In the meantime, the gelatin that we bloomed, I'm going to put that into a microwave safe bowl, and then I'm going to melt it in the microwave until it's completely melted, and then I'm going to pour it back into the stand mixer and fit it with the whisk attachment. You do need to stir this together occasionally. So now the pot is hot, and I'm going to turn the heat down, the flame down to medium. And I'm going to throw the gelatin in the microwave, but you have to do it quick because this hits temperature very quickly. So you do have to watch it. So once it's reached 240, we're going to go to the next step. So what I've done was I poured the melted gelatin into the stand mixer, and I've added the remaining 1/4 cup of corn syrup to this. And now my corn syrup and sugar that's on the stove is at 240 degrees. So we're going to add this to this on low speed. Just pour it down the sides of the bowl here. I'm going to do it on the opposite side, so you won't be able to see it, but so pour it in slowly. And just be patient with it, allow all of it to drain. Be very careful, this is very hot. It will seriously burn you if it hits your skin. Now I'm going to turn this on high, medium high, and this is going to go for 5 minutes. Now you see that it's starting to kind of whip up, and it's white, but not quite very white yet. But as we continue to whip this and add more air into this, this will get even whiter. So now this is on medium, so we're going to turn this on medium high, and we're going to allow this to whip for another 5 minutes. Okay, as you see, the marshmallow nearly tripled in volume. It's nearly there. So now at this point we're going to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, or if you're going to make peppermint marshmallows, then add peppermint extract, or whatever flavor you choose. I'm going to put this on the highest speed now, and this is going to go for about another 3 minutes or so. So I'm going to start off on low just so my vanilla doesn't splash out. And then I'm going to go up to very high. It's going to nearly triple in volume, and it's going to become extremely opaque white. Now we're done. So I'm going to turn the machine off, lift up the head of the machine, scrape off this marshmallows off of the whisk. We're going to do this very quickly. The longer you wait, the harder it will become to get this smoothed out properly. Here I have an 8x8 brownie pan. And I just rubbed it down with some professional pan grease. You can use cooking spray if you want. Not too much of it, just enough to lightly coat it. And now we're going to take the marshmallow, scrape it out of your mixer bowl, and just plop it into the pan. Now you're going to take an offset spatula. Use it to scrape off your rubber spatula here. And just use your offset spatula to spread this out into the corners of the pan. Now you're going to need a sifter and just I'm going to sprinkle about a third a cup of powdered sugar. I'm just going to tap the pan just to make sure this is evenly coated across the top. Now you're going to have to let this sit out for at least 6 hours uncovered to allow this to dry. Okay, I did a little test to make sure the marshmallows are fine for me to cut. So here it is. And if you grease your pan properly, it should just lift right out, no problem. And I'm going to dump off all the excess powdered sugar before I put it onto my cutting board. Now take a sharp knife and cut this into your desired pieces that you want. And when you cut it, you're going to have to separate them because they're going to be kind of sticky. So I'll be back after I cut all this up. So here in the pan that I have the excess powdered sugar in that I dumped off, I'm just taking the marshmallows and I'm just rolling them around in that powdered sugar. So do that with all the marshmallows, and then I'll be back. Here's the marshmallows, and you can use these as you would, you know, store-bought marshmallows. And I just want to give you an idea of how soft and fluffy these are. You see how jiggly it is. It's perfect. You can store these in an airtight container, and these will last for 1 month. I hope you guys try this recipe and enjoy it. Please do not forget to rate, comment, and subscribe for new videos every Wednesday and Saturday. Thank you for watching.